I want to talk to you a little bit about something very important to my heart and soul. The 2023 Royal Rumble, which will be airing this Saturday live on Peacock. I'm going to be predicting what happens at the Royal Rumble this year, including with the 3 scheduled matches, which, honestly, that's good. You don't want to put too many matches on the Royal Rumble card, especially now that you have 2 Royal Rumbles. Anyway, so, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and make predictions for the matches themselves, as well as the 2 Royal Rumbles. For the Royal Rumbles, I'm going to be predicting 3 things. 1, who is the number 30 entrant? 2, who is the number 1 and the number 2? And 3, who wins the whole kit and boodle and goes on to WrestleMania for the championship of their choice. Alright, so, with that being said, reactions will go up on YouTube one way or another. Either I stick the VOD on there, or I actually whittle them down and edit them. Oh god, editing is hard, especially when you have a second job and very bad motivation skills. Anyway, forget about my personal issues. Let's go into the personal issues of some people who are beating each other up on TV. Alright, let's go bottom up on this one. So, starting off, the Raw Women's Championship is on the line as Bianca Belair defends against Alexa Bliss. So from what I've seen, Alexa Bliss has regressed and turned heel and gone kind of into like a combination of the evil Alexa Bliss that we saw from her time as a part of the Firefly Funhouse Brigade, kind of spurred on by the return of Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. But it's also a combination between that and her previous, ruthless, Little Miss Boss kind of persona, which I absolutely loved. Alexa Bliss as a heel is perfection. She's like the high school bully that you secretly wanted to bully, but she's way more conniving and evil and stuff, and I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Anyway, as much as I love the idea of Alexa Bliss carrying the championship one more time, I legitimately think Bianca is going to win in this one. So my pick for this one is going to be Bianca Belair. I don't think Bianca loses the championship anytime soon, if even close to WrestleMania. So yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Bianca's keeping the strap a little bit longer, and yeah, I don't see any problem with that. Bianca is still a dominant champion. Who could possibly dethrone her? I mean, there's still the very high possibility that Bayley will, or that Sasha will. No, not Sasha. Sasha's not in the company anymore. Sasha went to New Japan and got Hot Wheels hair. So yeah, I'm picking Bianca for this one. It's the safe bet, but it's the bet. Next up is, I'm going to actually not go to the next one on the list. I'm just going to go to Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight for the... No, it's not for anything. It's the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Look, I get it, but the fact that a Bray Wyatt match with the Bray Wyatt that has had the momentum that he should have had over the last few months, the fact that that match is being relegated to a Mountain Dew shill match is kind of sad to me, honestly. Some of the build's been pretty good from what I've seen. LA Knight's gotten a lot of time on the mic, and, legitimately, the man is a charisma machine. Legitimately, that man should win, at the very least, secondary championship gold by the end of the year. I'm gonna be sad if he's not Intercontinental or US champion by the end of the year. Wouldn't be surprised if he won Money in the Bank, either. The man, I could see the man cashing in really well. Beside the point, I think Bray actually might lose this one. And I'll tell you why. Because I think the Uncle Howdy reveal is going to happen. Who exactly Uncle Howdy is. I think that's going to happen. And I think it's what everyone's kind of predicting. I think it's Bo Dallas. I think Bray and Bo are going to have a match at WrestleMania. And this is the start of that build. I really think that's what's going to happen. Sorry, Bray. I think you're losing this one. And you know what? That gives LA Knight some momentum going into the WrestleMania season, so he can feud with someone a bit higher up on the card, get himself some more momentum and some more exposure, especially on the night. So that'll be really cool. And you know what? It's fine. Bray can bounce back from this and have a really good feud with Bo Dallas, I think. I hope so. Adam Blampier sure thought so. You should check out his booking on Parts of Unknown. Maybe one day he'll love me. Next up is going to be the Universal Championship. Sorry, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. Can we split the belts, please? I feel like we're going to be splitting the belts soon. But anyway, it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. And this is the third time that's happened at the Royal Rumble? It happened 2 years ago. It happened in 2021 during the Thunderdome Rumble. And that was one of the funniest uses of the golf cart in wrestling match history, at least until what was it? What was that at Crown Jewel? I think that was at Crown Jewel, where Bianca rode the golf cart all the way down the ramp. Or was it Bayley? It was Bayley. No, Bayley was on the roof of the cart. Okay, yeah. Anyway, golf carts and wrestling aside, it's Roman, right? Kevin isn't going to take the title off of Roman at this point. I think Roman's the safe bet. I think Roman's going to continue his reign as champion. I don't really see Kevin Owens winning the title right now. He's close to a championship reign of some kind. I know he is. And I think it's going to be something different. But for now, Roman is going to be champion going into WrestleMania. He has to be. And now we get into the Women's Royal Rumble match. Okay. So, I'm going to predict first who is going to be in the number 1 spot. And they don't necessarily have to be in the Iron Man spot, because, not every year has an Iron Man, I don't think. But if we had to pick someone to be in the Royal Rumble's Iron Man spot, I kind of feel like I think number 1 and number 2 are actually going to be Becky Lynch and Bayley. I think they're going to they're going to use the Rumble to continue their feud. A few of the early girls are going to probably be eliminated as a result of them beating the hell out of each other, then realizing, oh shit, someone else is in the ring and we're going to throw you out so that we can continue beating the shit out of each other. And yeah, I think that's how it's going to go down. So number 1 and number 2, not necessarily in that order, Becky Lynch and Bayley. I think that's going to be the number 1 and number 2. And then somewhere in the middle, the rest of Damage Control is going to come out and try to help Bayley get Becky out. And then there's going to be some shenanigans there. The number 30 entrant. I think the number 30 is going to be Naomi. Naomi's the big number 30 return spot this year, I bet. She was on the verge of signing a brand new contract with WWE. Now the Triple H regime is in place mostly. God damn you, Mr. McMahon. I think it's a safe bet to say that Trinity Fatu is going to come back to WWE, because I feel like she's got way more ties to the company. Her husband and his family are all tied hugely into the company. And I think with the right money and the right sort of motivation, I think Naomi's going to be number 30. And I wonder if that's the case, my prediction for the Royal Rumble winner for the Women's Royal Rumble winner of 2023 is actually going to be Naomi. I feel like Naomi, if she comes back with a mean streak and very clearly showing signs of fealty to the bloodline, I feel like she could potentially win it all and challenge Charlotte for the championship in what could be a banger of a match. I think she's gonna go. If she wins, she's gonna go after Charlotte. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that Naomi is going to be the winner, and as well as the number 30 for the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble. The 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match. Now this is going to be, okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm predicting that at least one of the Iron Man spots is going to go to Jey Uso. He's been one of the best parts of this entire Bloodline spectacle. his complete and total distrust of Sami throughout the entire ordeal has been great. He's always played up the hot-headed Uso brother character very well. He's the fact that he's like become basically like super cool friends with Sami ever since War Games. It's just been really nice to see as a storyline. I just like it. I like that sort of weird redemptive storyline kind of thing. I legitimately think that Jay is going to be in the #1 spot to give himself some more momentum. #1 or #2. Who the other #1 or #2 is, I don't know. It might be a debut. I won't predict that it's going to be a specific person. I'm going to predict that it's going to be a debut. Whether it's Switchblade Jay White or someone else, I don't know who else could come during the Rumble season. It's the fucking Rumble season. Apparently, they're really satisfied with the results or the potential surprises. And while last year sucked, it was the last Royal Rumble under the Vince McMahon regime. So I feel like we're gonna see some pretty good sort of like surprises this year. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if it was like a brand new debut or something like that for the #2 or #1 spot. #30 spot. Okay, since he already announced his return, I don't think it's gonna be Cody. #30 spot. Okay. I think the Bloodline's gonna find a way to manipulate things to make it so that Sami Zayn is #30. And here's the cool thing. Here's my prediction for the Royal Rumble. I think Sami's gonna take it. I think Sami is gonna take the Royal Rumble, and we're gonna go into a multi-month storyline of him trying so hard to like figure a way, well, quote unquote, figure a way out, but then also someone around him is going to like start manipulating him or influencing him to think, hey, maybe you can do this. I think that is going to be Kevin Owens. I think that's going to be how it happens. But I also think that this is going to be the point where we see the split of the WWE and Universal Championships again. So my prediction for like the next few months is that somehow within the next like month or so, Seth Rollins is going to find a way to finagle the WWE Championship off of Roman Reigns. Roman can still be Universal Champion. He can still be the longest reigning world champion in WWE for the last 2 decades or so, however long it is. And then he can defend the championship at WrestleMania against Sami Zayn. Because Sami will have found a way to do the unthinkable. Because WWE needs to strike while the iron is hot. Sami is so over. He's almost as over, if not more, than Daniel Bryan was during the Yes Movement, during 2013, 2014. Like, they need to strike while the iron's hot. He needs to be champion. He can win the championship, and he can still be kind of Weasley and maybe start a few months of storylines where he starts to potentially, like, weasel and, like, pull people away from the bloodline, realizing that, hey, maybe Roman isn't the tribal chief. Maybe Roman's just been using you guys for his own gain this entire time, you know? Maybe, you know, starts pulling over Solo and then, like, starts maybe, like, tugging at the Usos, and Jay's more inclined to do it now. But then also he kind of feels betrayed a little bit. But then he also realizes that Sami's not really betraying him. He's showing him that Roman was the issue the first. God, there's a lot of things that could go on, and that could be great booking for the next like several months. And you know what? You don't even have to have him be Universal Champion for very long. You can have someone else come and take the championship from him. Hey, maybe you could build the Sami versus Kevin at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship. That would be really cool. God, there's a lot of cool storyline beats that could come from this. And I really want it to happen. So I am manifesting that Sami Zayn be the #30 spot and win the Royal Rumble this year. I want it to happen, so I hope it does. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, that was my prediction. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below, and be sure to like, share, subscribe. videos are coming. I have a video that I've been writing on and off and that I'll be working on soon. It is Critical Role related. By the way, congrats to Critical Role for announcing the Mighty Nine animated. We're getting the Mighty Nine series on Amazon. Fuck yeah! Oh man, that's gonna be cool. Anyway, yeah. Don't forget to love each other. Don't worry, it's almost Thursday. Stay turned, my friends, and as always, stay hydrated.